This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news tonight, an incident involving a Riverview High School student and a handgun a week and a half ago continues to be on the minds of some students, parents, and teachers. The husband of one Riverview teacher, who is also a father to some children at the school, is now speaking out about the concerns he and many others have. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us live from Riverview High School with more. Rick?
Yeah, Jacqueline, there are still some concerns over this. We did catch up with a guy who is speaking out tonight. When 17-year-old Riverview High School student Anthony Duncan was arrested recently for showing a handgun to a student on a school bus, that incident put some fear into students, parents, and teachers at the Sarasota school. Dean Doherty not only has two children who attend the high school, but his wife Catherine is a math teacher who works closely with some of the troubled kids in the school. He tells us prior to the handgun incident, the brother of Anthony Duncan approached Catherine Doherty demanding answers about a grade that was given to a cousin who was in Doherty's class.
Puts his foot in Catherine's door, not allowing her to close it, threatening her several times, and she is absolutely distraught. And then he leaves and apparently goes and threatens somebody in the administration office.
Doherty tells us his wife was especially upset because she didn't know who the student was who threatened her, and she wasn't getting answers from the school, even though he says there are surveillance cameras outside her classroom capturing the incident. He says she took off from school for one day following the incident and is now back to teaching, but she is feeling a lot of anxiety.
When she knew she had to go in this morning, she doesn't know what's going to happen. You know, these kids are still around, and there still hasn't been a whole lot of support as far as the administration goes.
In a statement we had received from the Sarasota County School District, they say, from the initial report to current time, there has been nothing to suggest a connection or correlation between the discipline of the student and the student who brought a gun on the bus, other than the fact that they are related. The safety and security of all staff and students was, as always, the priority during the day of the incident. Doherty says he's hopeful that the Riverview High School administration and the Sarasota County School District will be more proactive in disciplining students who deserve it and better protecting teachers and students.
Maybe a little quality control, a little support from the administration to the faculty, not just my wife. I mean, there's many ESC teachers out there that need that support, need a security guard like outside the door.
Doherty tells us the student who threatened his wife did receive detention. We're being told Anthony Duncan was sent to a juvenile detention center where he's facing weapons charges. And the Dohertys are hoping that they can meet with the Sarasota County School District very soon. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Jacqueline, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Rick. The assisted living facility operator who evicted 15 elderly residents back in March, many with dementia and Alzheimer's, will now pay the state $7,500 for her actions. The Agency for Healthcare Administration initially fined the operator of Rudy's Agape House more than $12,000, but the decision was appealed and the case was settled before a judge was due to write the final order, all according to the Bradenton Herald. The operator of the assisted living facility, Nancy Cushman, gave residents only 3 days notice after she was being evicted for several months of not paying rent. Cushman never told the residents that eviction order was only for her and that the landlord had another licensed operator ready to care for those residents. A disturbing story at a Bradenton cemetery. Animals are digging up bodies buried in graves that appear to have been dug too shallow. The situation was discovered at the Adams and Rogers Cemetery, where the graves were reportedly covered only by sand. Cement plates have now been placed over those graves.
The graves in the cemetery itself have just really been let go, and I would like to see some cleanup. And I walk through there regularly, and there's just a lot of debris, and it's been there for quite a while because we've owned the house for 2 years, and especially the back section.
Neither the county or state could confirm whether or not an investigation is taking place. An update in the case of a Bradenton man found guilty of DUI manslaughter. Christian Crawford is sentenced to 46 years in prison for driving under the influence of drugs and crashing into a mobile home, killing a couple and their unborn child back in 2015. Crawford had cocaine and marijuana in his system at the time of that crash. He drove through the mobile home at 2:30 a.m. while the couple was sleeping. The 18-year-old woman who was killed was 9 months pregnant. Crawford made a statement during his hearing saying he had waited 2.5 years to apologize to the family of those victims. A local man who sells ice cream to children is being charged with sexually assaulting a 7-year-old girl. Police say 66-year-old Bernardo Salinas sold ice cream to the girl before sexually assaulting her at his home Sunday afternoon in Manatee County. Anyone with more information on this case is being asked to call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. And just as a reminder, you can get information on the latest breaking and local news by downloading the latest updated version of our app. iPhone users can go to the App Store and search for WWSB or My Suncoast. Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at your Halloween forecast. Bob?
Well, a pretty chilly night tonight. I know you mentioned that you were cool today, and that was true because we only got up to 68 degrees. That's the coolest it's ever been recorded here along the Sun Coast on this date. It's 55 right now, and the dew point extremely low. It makes it feel real dry out there, and the humidity is now at 57%. Winds are calm, and so that's not a big factor as far as cooling us down, but the pressure's really come up. 30-14 right now, and that continues to rise. Well, lows tonight will be close to record-breaking like they were this morning. 43 in Northport, 45 in Port Charlotte, in the mid-40s right along the coastline, 46 at Lakewood Ranch, 47 in Braden, 49 Longboat Key. These are expected lows and projected lows, maybe a little bit warmer near the islands, but all in all, it's going to be another cool evening and a very chilly start. As far as the water vapor imagery goes, you see all this dry air that continues to stream in our direction. Well, that's going to keep things very dry throughout the entire week. Rain chances less than 20% on every day. 55 degrees now in Braden. It's 51 in Mayaca City, 54 in Northport. Gulf water temperature is really chilling out. 72 degrees now and 57 in Inglewood. The evening planner, well, we already did that, but it looks generally fair through the morning hours up until about 5 a.m. We'll see generally fair skies, temperatures dropping down into the upper 40s to low 50s. And again, highs will be a little bit warmer tomorrow. We are anticipating high temperatures to bounce back into the mid-70s after today's highs were only into the upper 60s. Well, we have another tropical system which could become a named system before long. We'll talk more about that coming up in a few minutes. Jacqueline?
All right, thank you so much, Bob. We'll check back in with you shortly. The U.S. Postal Service will deliver more than 15 billion pieces of mail this holiday season. Just between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day, the Postal Service expects to deliver 850 million packages. The Postal Service will be expanding its Sunday delivery options to locations with high package volumes starting November 26th. Mail carriers will also deliver packages on Christmas Day at select locations, and December 18th through the 24th is predicted to be the busiest mailing, shipping, and delivery week of the year. Well, SpaceX successfully launched a Falcon 9 rocket from the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral this afternoon. After launching a communications satellite for South Korea into orbit, the rocket also landed successfully on a drone ship in the Atlantic Ocean. The satellite will provide TV broadcast and other communication services over South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, Guam, Indochina, and South Asia. This is SpaceX's third launch this month and 16th launch this year. Well, stay with us. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, President Trump's former campaign manager surrendering to federal authorities today after a 5-month-long investigation. And a company hired to restore power in Puerto Rico may soon be replaced.
Mark Zupan, part of the U.S. Paralympic rugby team. In my game, movement is everything. I get frustrated when my move is blocked, especially when that guy has no right to be there, even just for a minute. I love a challenge, but I don't like to play this game every day.
A message from the United Spinal Association.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Well, the Halloween forecast, how's it looking for us?
Well, let's take a look.
Okay.
Right now, it's spectacular. We are looking at the Scarecast. Dry and low humidity. That's nice for the kids with all those costumes on. Nearly full moon, so it'll be bright out there. Clear skies, too. No clouds around. And to kick it off, right around 72 degrees by the time it's finished, usually by 9, around 65 or so. And no threat of any rainfall. Van Wezel webcam showing a beautiful day, albeit cool. In fact, a record-breaking today. High temperature, only 68 at the Sarasota Braden Airport. Look at this orange finish, too. Just in time for Halloween. A beautiful sunset we see right there from the Van Wezel webcam. And a photo sent in on a siesta. Cheryl, Jimmy getting this one, and beautiful shot, and no clouds around. A little bit of a high surf there, but the news is we've had some advisories over the weekend because of the strong winds. Those have since expired. And all week long, we are anticipating seas to run less than 2 feet. Currently, it's pretty chilly, 55 degrees, clear skies and light winds and low dew points and very low humidity, making it feel very comfortable out there. Winds are calm and the pressure continues to rise. Very high pressure in control right now. High temperature, only 68 degrees today. The old mark was 70, set back in 2012. Normal high at 82. We'll get back to this number by Wednesday afternoon. So just a couple of days, this real cool air for the day. 91 the record set back in 2009. This morning's low was very chilly at 49. We should be close to this number again tomorrow morning to start things off. As far as the rainfall goes, we're going to end this month on a dry note, and it will have 39/100 of an inch of rain below average. But look at the average for the year, well above it at 15.30 inches above average. And that's due mainly to the tropical systems that have been around. Well, notice a big contrast in temperatures. Holmes Beach at 64 right now, and you go to the Meadows, it's 54, 10-degree drop in temperature just because of the water temperature now, which is cooling. It's down to 72 right now. And the Meadows at 54, the same in Kensington Park, 1 degree warmer at Southgate, Osprey at 55, Palmer Ranch at 54, 55 in Northport, and 58 in Inglewood. Port Charlotte, you're at 54 degrees. And the forecast tomorrow calling for an absolutely outstanding day. Light winds, lots of sunshine, and temperatures only into the mid-70s with low humidity staying around. And it doesn't appear that it's going to change much for us as far as sunshine goes on Wednesday, but temperatures it will. We'll warm back up to near 80, 82 degrees on Wednesday afternoon, but no real threat of any significant rainfall. Temperature forecast as we drop through tonight will drop down into the upper 40s here near the coast. And pretty much similar conditions in Naples and Melbourne, as well as into Orlando and Daytona Beach. So that's well below the average, which is typically around 62 degrees. We'll warm up tomorrow into the mid-70s in the afternoon, say 2, 3 o'clock, and then that will cool us down just in time for Halloween and trick-or-treat. Should be, as I said, starting off the trick-or-treat around 72, and then we'll cool down into the mid to upper 60s. And the forecast lows for Wednesday, not nearly as cold. We'll be back to more average temperatures by Wednesday morning. lows into the mid to upper 50s, and then highs on Wednesday appear to be into the low 80s. In the tropics, all is quiet right now. We only have a month and just a couple of hours left before the official end of the hurricane season. We always watch the Western Caribbean, and you can see that front down there still kind of acting up, but water temperature still in the mid to upper 80s. And we're watching this system. It could become a tropical system as it moves to the northeast. The National Hurricane Center dropping its chances down a little bit to 30%. They've been as high as 40%, but the future cast for us, not much rain in our future. It's looking pretty nice throughout this week and into the weekend. There's a frontal system approaching, but should not have a big impact on our weather. Northeast winds at 10 knots. Seas will be 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there. Tides upcoming 4:44 for the next high tide. Low tide will be at 1:51. And the forecast tonight calling for clear skies, cool conditions, 48 for your low, well below average. Tomorrow, a beautiful day, 76 high temperature is well below the average, which is around 82. The extended forecast calling for warmer weather. Still not bad. It's not extremely hot. And remember, we gain an hour over the weekend. If you don't set the clock back 1 hour, you'll be early for everything on Sunday. Jacqueline?
All right. Thank you so much, Bob. It's been more than a month since Hurricane Maria devastated Puerto Rico. Most of the island has been without power since then. And now a company that was hired to fix the situation may soon be replaced. John Lawrence has more.
Puerto Rico wants to end its deal with Whitefish Energy.
In the interest of protecting our public interest, I have asked the board of the Power Authority to invoke the cancellation clause in the contract immediately.
Whitefish was awarded a $300 million deal to restore power to parts of Puerto Rico. The 2-year-old Montana-based company only had a few full-time employees prior to Maria.
There are issues here in how this contract came about. There are issues in the contract itself.
The Puerto Rico Electric Power Authority is calling for the Whitefish deal to be canceled, but they'll let Whitefish finish the work it has started. Whitefish issued a statement saying it is very disappointed in the decision to cancel the deal and that doing so will only delay what the people of Puerto Rico want and deserve, to have power restored quickly. Many Puerto Ricans are desperate, having spent more than a month in the dark.
No power, no clean water for many people. It's a matter of life and death.
Those on the ground say restoring power on an island is more difficult than on a landlocked area.
We're talking about, I think, 6,100 miles of cable. So to move all that in, to get it in off the barges, to be able to get it set in an area is going to take a long time to get it up and running.
FEMA says Puerto Rico's recovery process might take years. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
As of Sunday, less than a third of Puerto Rico's power generators are up and running. President Trump declared Puerto Rico a disaster area last month. Congressman Vern Buchanan is urging the Justice Department to seek criminal charges against President Obama's head of the IRS. Buchanan chairs the congressional committee overseeing the IRS. He says Lois Lerner betrayed the nation. Lerner is the IRS official who oversaw alleged targeting of individuals and organizations whose politics were at odds with the previous administration. However, the Trump Justice Department recently declined to charge Lerner. A major day for the special counsel investigation. 3 former Trump campaign associates indicted. The charges rising as high as Paul Manafort, the former Trump campaign chairman, but a lesser-known name, George Papadopoulos, is grabbing the biggest headlines, pleading guilty to lying to the FBI. ABC's Lana Zach has the latest.
Paul Manafort was once charged with overseeing the Trump campaign, but now he's charged with 12 counts following a grand jury indictment. Manafort and his former deputy at the Trump campaign, Rick Gates, are now both under house arrest, stemming from charges that they worked for Ukrainian officials with ties to Russia, and that from 2006 through 2016, they hid more than $75 million in offshore bank accounts. Both have pled not guilty.
He was seeking to further democracy and to help the Ukraine.
But there is another indictment that does discuss the possibility of collusion with Russia. George Papadopoulos, a former policy advisor to then-candidate Trump, has pled guilty to lying to the FBI about his interactions with Russian agents. According to the indictment, Papadopoulos told other members of the Trump foreign policy team that he had contacts that could facilitate a meeting between Mr. Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin. And according to the FBI, the Russians told him on April 26 that they had thousands of emails on Hillary Clinton long before they were made public. Just a day after that pivotal meeting, candidate Trump gave his first foreign policy speech.
I believe an easing of tensions and improved relations with Russia from a position of strength only is possible, absolutely possible.
According to the filing, Papadopoulos reported to 4 separate senior campaign managers or policy advisors about his Russian ties. One told him, "Great job," and a campaign supervisor wrote in an email, "I would encourage you," when Papadopoulos discussed facilitating meetings with high-level Russians. The White House is now trying to separate itself from the 3 people that were indicted. White House spokesperson Sarah Sanders says that Papadopoulos was an unpaid campaign volunteer, and the president himself tweeted about Manafort's indictment, saying this was years before he ever joined the Trump campaign. Reporting from outside the U.S. District Court in Washington, Lana Zach, ABC News.
Well, sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm Shaq in for Jimmy. Here's how that went. I can remember hearing your voice at the Laker game.
Oh, I screamed so much.
Make a damn free throw, Shaq. Bend your knees, Shaq. Hustle back on defense, Shaq.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Enjoy fine wine, craft beer, and delicious foods, all while supporting a great cause at the 16th Annual Suncoast Food and Wine Festival presented by Publix, Saturday, November 11th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. Taste wines from around the world and sample cuisine from the area's finest restaurants. All proceeds benefit a variety of local charities and Rotary Club projects. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
Attention blood thinner users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. The widely prescribed blood thinners Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to a number of dangerous side effects, including internal bleeding, gastrointestinal bleeding, kidney bleeding, stroke, brain hemorrhaging, and even death. If you or a loved one suffered any of these injuries after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call right now. You may be owed significant compensation from the manufacturer. Thousands of blood thinner users may have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous medications. If you or a loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-554-3987. Again, that's 1-800-554-3987.
Do you have type 2 diabetes, which requires daily blood monitoring? If you have diabetes, are you on Medicare, Obamacare, or other health insurance? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for diabetic testing supplies at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you. Our accredited staff will handle all of your paperwork for free. And best of all, your diabetic testing supplies are shipped directly to your home for free. Call now to see if you qualify for a meter upgrade and a free pedometer to monitor your daily walking. Use alternate testing sites, a smaller blood sample, and even hear your results out loud. Will you qualify for diabetic testing supplies and an upgraded meter covered by Medicare, Obamacare, or health insurance at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you?
Find out for free by calling the Diabetes Resource Center at 1-800-394-1098. That's 1-800-394-1098, 1-800-394-1098.
Watch ABC7 wherever you are. Just search ABC7 on your streaming device to keep up with the Suncoast from the comfort of your couch. Download ABC7 now to watch us on TV anytime you want. ABC7, we're here for you wherever you are. Now, sports.
Despite losing on Saturday night, the Tampa Bay Lightning is tied for the best start in franchise history. The Bolts have 19 points through 12 games and on the road tonight against the Florida Panthers. In the first period, the score was tied 0-0. Tampa Bay's Braden Coburn takes the shot, but Braden Point deflects it and puts it through the goalie's legs to take the early lead. The Lightning lead 1-0. The Lightning ending up bringing home the win 8-5. Well, Monday Night Football, Suncoast style, 2 more makeup games from Hurricane Irma happening tonight. The Manatee Hurricanes beat the Newsom Wolves 35-28, and the Braden River Pirates beat the Booker Tornadoes 42-7. The Florida Gators are getting ready to face Missouri this Saturday with a new man in charge. Jim McElwain fired Sunday, one day after the Gators were humbled by Georgia. While the university searches for a new head coach, defensive coordinator Randy Shannon will serve as interim head coach for the team's remaining 4 games.
It's hard, like anything else. You just have to, keep pressing the fact of what's the big picture. And, everybody loved Coach Mack. I love Coach Mack. He gave me this opportunity to be at Florida, and he's recruited a lot of guys on his football team. And but they know deep down inside the biggest thing that we have to do is win games.
That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers when we come back.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
For 30 years, it's been an honor for the Michaels on Ice team to serve you.
We love that our restaurant, wine cellar, and ballroom have become your favorite gathering places, and we love catering your parties.
From everyday celebrations to life's greatest occasions, please join us soon for new culinary adventures. A toast to 30 years.
And to many more.
Ooh la la! ABC7 is giving you the chance to win a dream vacation for 2 to Paris. Watch ABC7 Good Morning Suncoast weekdays starting at 6 a.m. for the word of the day. Then register that day's word by midnight at mysuncoast.com. The daily prize is a $100 Visa gift card, and the grand prize is an amazing dream vacation for 2 to Paris, the most romantic city in the world. ABC7's Paris Vacation Giveaway. Good luck! Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blog, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now during our autumn upgrade event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, on this Halloween Eve, the President and First Lady handing out goodies to a parade of costumed kids at a White House Halloween event today. The treats included cookies from the White House Pastry Kitchen, presidential M&Ms, and lots of other candies. Roughly 6,000 people were expected to attend the event on the South Lawn. The kids came from more than 20 Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. area schools, as well as the Boy Scouts and YMCA. I always love seeing all the kids' cute little costumes when they're trick-or-treating.
Had an opportunity to do that this Friday at Music on Main. Normally it's Music on Main, but it wasn't. It was Boo Fest, and you would not believe how many kids were there. Thousands of kids.
I'm sure.
They had a great time. And one of them was a mummy, and you can see this mummy right here doing a little shimmy shake, getting all excited about the forecast for a trick-or-treat. Looking pretty good. Now that's for the evening, late evening, but we are expecting temperatures to be in the low 70s and then mid 60s by. No one's going to be trick-or-treating at that. They'll be dancing at the Halloween parties like that. With temperatures low 60s, but they won't be trick-or-treating at that time. Remember to fall back 1 hour, too, this weekend. So we gain an extra hour. That's always nice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.